Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Advisor. I am so excited. We have a special guest here today. Her name is Miss Sai. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors, Dr. Bradley Nelson and iHeartRadio, and a huge shout out to our listeners and our fans and our audience. Please do not forget to like and subscribe before you leave today. So, today I get to share this space with someone super special, Miss Sai. So, she's not just leading a retreat in Costa Rica this November, she is guiding people through deep energy medicine work that opens doors most of us didn't even realize was there. She carries this medicine all over the world, Mongolia, Japan, Korea, holding space that helps people remember their own power. And she's not afraid to go even further. So she will be sharing about her hybrid daughter, her connection with the Galactic Federation of Light, and what unity consciousness really means for all of us right now. Her
Mm.
story, her voice, and her presence is wisdom lived. It's not just taught. And I'm so honored to have her here. And I am pumped that you guys get to hear this conversation. So, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
It's so beautiful to receive you, Lisa, on such a potent day of equinox. I'm sure from what I'm learning from you, you're also feeling the potency and the energy that is available to us on this special day. So I am blessed to be with you and receive you. And my intention is for this talk to be a beautiful transmission to the heart of every single person that may come across it. Thank you for this opportunity.
Mm. How are you feeling in the midst of all the energy going on in the world today?
Hmm. Remaining center, remaining in the present, because that's where I can cultivate the most benefit for myself, therefore for others. So that is the task at hand, to deepen my presence in the each moment. So that's the breath to breath work for me. Hmm.
Yeah, such a powerful message for the audience is living moment to moment because we can get so caught up in the energy that is outside of us. And if we can't remain grounded and centered, that's when we start to feel scattered and our energy starts to kind of seep out of us. So what a powerful place to be.
Yes, indeed. Yes, that's all there is. That's all there is. The most we can get out of life is in this moment,
Yeah.
not the regrets of the past or planning of the future, because then we lose this precious moment that everything is going to be cultivated from. So, yes, indeed. Thank you for that. Mhm.
Yes. So
Mhm.
tell us about your life. When did you start kind of learning about all of these gifts that you have?
Hmm. Yes, well, as humanity, we are intended to open up more when we are in a fetal position, when we are very low, when we have hit rock bottom most of the time. And that's what
Yeah.
the gifts of challenges are. So the more I embrace those moments of rock bottom and went through it instead of trying to sidestep in it, the more was presented to me. So
Mm.
every time that a challenge comes, I am more looking at it as, oh, this is happening for me, not to me, and opening up to the gift and allowing it to take me on a ride and show me instead of for me to shrink and want to
Mm.
resist it. So the more I open up, the more I am shown, the more I evolve. Yesterday, I am so happy that you're courageous enough to speak about hybrid children. So thank you for that. That I heard the intro, and I'm very happy because mm, humanity is becoming ready for that. Yesterday, I had a talk with Star, and she comes through beloved Sophia. So, and she was saying, "Oh my goodness, this being is so interesting." Speaking about Sophia, is like in her brain, there are compartments. And when she learns, these compartments dissolve. And then I can see more. So the way she was seeing Sophia's brain, it was very interesting. So for me as well, as the barriers dissolve, the veil drops, then I see more, then I can access more. But everything is happening in divine timing.
Yes. For the audience, can you explain what that means, what a hybrid child is?
Hmm. I must tell you that this is not something that I knew before or I read in a book. This is something that I started learning about because it was time and I was open to it. So I share with you what I know.
Mhm.
What I know is that there has been a hybridization program, and I have done my own Q&A with Star and my own research after it was trickled into me. Um, that they hybrid children that are humanoid and like Star is half Pleiadian. She knows exactly her DNA, like she breaks it down with numbers and percentage. And they have been created with the intention to come in at some point on Earth and elevate humanity in all ways. It's not that they are gods and they're coming to save us. No, they're children, they're partly human, so they're coming to uplift
Mm.
and de-densify in a ways. For example, in all sectors, like Star is her work, from what I'm learning, she's also an energy healer. So all of them are learning to manipulate energy and work with energy, but they have different tasks. They're all connected with each other, and they will be coming to uplift humanity in support of humanity. They have good intention, they're light, they carry more light than we do as human in this density. So but again, it's for the listener to decide how they feel about them or what they think of them.
Do you think that this is becoming more widespread because of the level of consciousness and the way the world is changing and how the energy in the world is changing so much right now? Because there are so many people who are out there that have no idea
Sure.
why they're feeling so uneasy. And then there's some people who are having these spontaneous awakenings that are happening out of nowhere. And, you're hearing the Kundalini activations, and it's just becoming more widespread. Why do you think that is?
So good. Well, I mean, you already beautifully describe it. The energy of Earth, as you know, is rising. The planet is rising. We are energetically rising, and we are not the same human as we were before. Even when you look at the child this day and age, you look at them and then you remember yourself. You're like, there's different. Their eyes, there's different energy. They come in with a
Yeah.
different wisdom, like 5 years old, but you're like, oh my goodness. So that is a confirmation that we are different species. So, but we do have more help because the vibration, the coherent vibration has risen for Earth and for humanity. And again, yesterday, we had a session and the guides are always saying you have more help than ever before because now you're allowing it in more, you're receiving it more, you're hearing it more, and there are so much more than you can imagine help that you are receiving on earth. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Can you tell us about the medicine that you provide the world?
Oh, so good. We all have medicine. uh, all of us bring in a medicine and in our own ways, someone's art, someone's dancing, someone's creation. In every way we do have that. For me at this moment, and it is continue to evolve, it's remembrance of my being able to work with energy in large scale. It comes in
Mm.
such a volume that in groups to be able to move the energy, and this energy works with the energy of the person. I am not giving anything to them or taking anything from them. It's just a volume of energy coming, and I'm conduit, and they start activating more, as if they're inspired more, as if you're putting on a beautiful dress and you're just feeling much more beautiful today. It's just that. And then it works. And for each individual, they receive exactly what they need to receive at that moment. So everybody have a different experience.
Mm. Yeah, there's so much confusion about energy workers and what they're doing essentially. And there's a lot of myths out there that, they're taking on the energy of the people and, they're fighting demons and all of this stuff. Can you describe like how you would describe the energy work, for our audience to understand it a little bit better?
Well, you yourself work with energy, so I'm sure you have a beautiful understanding of that. I tell you from my personal experience.
Hmm.
For me, is again, it's amp amplifying the energy that it's already available, like a internet router. So my body becomes that internet router, and lots of energy moves through and comes and clear and amplifies. So everything amplifies. So as if I'm putting a magnifying glass on to like the light, the positive energy, and that start doing its work. But I am not necessarily taking anything from someone or giving something to them, but people have different experiences. For example, they sense, oh, I had a blockage that it feels it's gone, or my pain, it's gone, or I am more emotional and sad because the energy moved the stuck emotion to the surface to be looked at, to be felt fully, and be finally released. So everybody experience it differently, but it's not the way some may say that somebody's taking something or adding something to them. Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with you. So I'm just going to switch topics here. What is your role as an ambassador of the Galactic Federation of Light, and how does that show up in your day-to-day life?
Such a good question, Lisa, because titles are titles, certificates
Yeah,
are certificates. It's what do you embody day
yeah,
to day. That's the energy we're contributing to the world, to the person we are talking to, connecting with heart to heart. Because I can have all kinds of certificates, and then I cannot really embody myself or be able to provide that frequency for someone who comes to see me. So I love that you said day to day. Um, Galactic Federation of Light, from my understanding, they are like organization, like we have here, department of this, department of that.
mhm,
Um, I am grateful to be in contact with my contact at the Federation. My main contact, her frequency is Una. It's not a
right.
name, it's frequency. So that's why she likes it to be said
Yeah,
properly.
spirit speaks in frequency a lot. It's all tone.
Yes. So, yes, and their role is to assist humanity
Mm,
on its path for the betterment of humanity. And my role with them is to bring the messages and also embody, and also they move me around a lot. That's why I travel 4 or 5 countries a month and path
yeah.
open. Because the energy, the internet router need to move over here for more internet, move over here. I start learning that. It wasn't all given to me in a book and I just start going down. As I learn, as I start knowing, then they reveal to me. It's
Yeah,
not easy that they just hand it to me and I'm like, oh, okay, you want me to go to Mongolia? Show me where's my ticket, show me where do I stay. No, 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 I create it, but they
right.
are assisting as long as I am heart center and I am listening, then I'm on the path. Then doors open better. But so my role is to go around and, for example, in Mongolia, I didn't even know this. So every trip is different. They told me that a drum gonna come your way. It's like a drum. And never played a drum. They said, no, it's going to be a drum. So when I arrived to Ulaanbaatar, the capital of Mongolia, the first thing, a handmade drum was made by the nomads, came to me. I mean, I had to purchase
Wow.
it. It was given to me, but it came to me. And then I had to go to the mountains, and they said, you're awakening the mountain spirits. So
Wow.
then when I get attuned with that mission, it's so deep, it's so right. It's not something that I go pretend. It's just,
Yeah. You're
oh,
like,
you
oh
know,
man, I gotta go take this drum to the mountains. I don't feel like it. You're like, I am gone. Like it's like that's what you're supposed to be doing.
exactly. It's just like it's so deep, it's so powerful, and then
Mm,
I am in different dimension at that moment. It's
yeah.
beautiful. Hmm. So that's a little bit
Wow.
of.
I'm curious, how do you not stand in your own way? Because the reason I'm asking that is because, I shared a little bit about what I do, but I
Yes.
know that I haven't been on this path for as long as you have. And sometimes I'm like denying myself these gifts that are coming in. So how did you learn to step out of your own way and just allow flow to happen and believe that this was all real?
I mean, it's trial and error, I guess, moment to
Yeah.
moment, listening better. How is it for you, Lisa? How is it? When do you feel you get in your own way? How does it feel?
Just like you said, like it feels when I'm doing something that is not part of my flow, there's resistance, a lot of resistance.
So you feel the resistance
Mhm.
towards.
And then that tells me that, it's not the right path, but then there's times when there's a lot of big energy that comes in and it almost seems like it's like not real, right? Because it's newer to me. I'm newer into this. So I think it's more about like trusting it and listening to it and never questioning it. Like I have what is it called? Like clairvoyance where you can smell people and there's this smell in my apartment and I knew who it was and it was someone's spirit, but I kept going to smell like the apartment above me because the air comes through and I got up on my counter and I'm like, I can't be actually smelling this person's essence. And so I get up on my counter to smell where the air is coming through because I'm like not believing it, but spirit's telling me like, why are you doing that? Like, it's real. So it's like continuously questioning the gifts that are coming in.
Hmm. Well, that's very human of us, and
Yeah,
I would love for you to be gentle with yourself because we came here to be human. And when we're
yeah,
human, we do doubt, we do question. There are times that I still, for a moment, I'm like, what if? There is that what if.
yeah,
Or my beloved friend Sophia, who channels Star and much more, she has that. It comes through her. It's so clear. But then she's like, but what if? We all have that. So that's why we're just getting better and better at trusting it and trusting to see which is a yes, which is a no. And the more we understand how to learn to read the frequency, we are not getting caught up in trusting someone's words or their actions more than trusting the frequency. So the frequency tells us this, the smell probably tells you ahead of a time than you wanting to wait for something tangible that you can hold up and say, okay, it's right here. So it's just we're getting better at trusting all of us.
yeah, yeah, no
Mhm.
kidding. Easier said than done sometimes.
Of course, practice. We have to practice.
Practice. So, unity consciousness can really feel like a big concept. So, how would you
Mm.
describe it simply?
Mm. It's difficult to put such a rich concept into simplicity, but I will
Yeah,
do my best. I can give you an example. I travel a lot, and when I meet lots of people everywhere, from airport to the train to the hotel to the orphanages and refugee camps, I'm always meeting people. And they find that there's something interesting about me. So they want to see what it is. Okay, so they come,
right.
and the first thing they are like, where are you from? So I always doesn't matter what language they speak. I try to communicate that. I say, I am from Earth. And they're like,
Mm,
Earth? Where is Earth? I'm like, Earth?
right.
So, yes, then we get into this communication. So, what I am hoping to do to say, let's start by bringing together instead of separating. Instead of saying, you are from over there, I am from over here. Therefore, starting from our differences, let's start by saying what is in common. We're both from Earth. So it doesn't matter that you're in Cambodia or you're in Africa. We are both from Earth. And then we can celebrate our different cultures, different outlook on life. That's beautiful. That's different flavor. But I love to bring the unity. First, we are all from Earth. Borders are something that we have put. Earth didn't come with borders originally.
Totally.
So I love playing this with people that I come across, and I get to do it every day. Every day, someone asks me, where are you from? And I'm like, okay, Earth. And that starts a conversation and brings us to more, to realize and acknowledge our interconnectedness more. So that's the story that I would like to leave it at because it's such a vast subject.
It is. I love that though. Essentially, what you're saying is like everything is connected. We're all connected. And we put those borders on. We're the ones that, limit ourselves, but really we're limitless.
Absolutely. Hmm.
Mm. Tell us about the retreats that you lead.
Oh, this is going to be so exciting. Yes. So I was called to Costa Rica and I was told that you will be doing the sacred work there. And I trusted. And so Costa Rica, let me tell you something very special about Costa Rica, Lisa. You may not know this. They don't have army. They do not have an army. They don't have tanks. They don't have, So imagine that energy of war or getting ready to go to war, getting trained to go to war, spending money towards having an army. It doesn't exist on that land.
Wow.
So imagine the density that they do not subscribe to. So
Right.
and there's lots of nature. So the land itself, it's so healing because that that particular density doesn't exist. And there's much more. You have the nature is healing, the ocean is healing. So that's why Costa Rica is so special among many other.
Mm.
So we will be doing a 7 days retreat, and there will be, of course, group energy medicine facilitation, breath work. We're going to all stay in one um, home. So we are all together, waking up together, meditating together, eating together. So doing the moon ceremonies together, sunrise ceremony together. So we do have an ice bath as well. So we would encourage people to do one ice bath a day and do the breath work. So there's a lots of different modalities we will be implementing. And we will take in hikes to waterfalls, encounter with animals, nature. So it's a transformative yet joyful retreat that we are creating. And we are also remaining open to new possibilities during the retreat.
Oh, that's beautiful. And when is that coming up?
That is November 2nd to November 8th. However, some people may want to come a little bit early, stay a little bit longer to explore, and we welcome that and we will help with that.
Beautiful. Is there still opportunity for people to join?
Yes, yes, there is. We have some rooms that are shared and some that are private. So the private ones, I think we don't have, we have maybe one or two left, but there's still opportunity. We would love to receive whoever is called. We are told that the people who need to be there, they will be there. They will come. But also it takes a little bit of a courage, a little bit of a, you have to make the choice. You have to decide. If you leave it up and throw your hands up and say, well, I don't know, well, we have to take actions as human. So universe provide opportunities for us to make a choice. We have to make
Mm.
it. So yes.
Yeah, it's funny, hey, how the universe presents us with all these beautiful opportunities, and a lot of times we let them pass us by due to whatever it is, like fear or
Mm,
they'll throw challenges at us. But the universe gives us very clear signs as to where we're supposed to be a lot of the time, and It's important to listen to those things. Your retreat sounds absolutely amazing. What would be your favorite part of that if you were to choose?
Mm. Everything, just bringing the soul family together because people that's going to come, they're going to bond in what
Yeah,
way ways, and they're going to probably stay in touch and they're going to support one another. This is not going to be just coming, watching a movie together and leaving. This is going to become support group. And we are as strong as our network. It's about community now. So the community is so important. And for me, building that community and adding to it, it's super exciting.
wow, yeah. And I love that you said that because there's a lot of stuff out there that I'm seeing and hearing where people are saying that, being independent is the key to freedom, free from attachments, free from, relying on anybody but oneself. But I don't buy into that.
Mm,
We need each other. We need each other to grow. We need each other to thrive. We need a
mm,
balance of the masculine and the feminine.
mm.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Beautiful. I mean, that can be different contexts, you know. I understand the codependency. So if somebody's
Yes.
codependent, then that would be great advice for them. You know, you need to be independent. So I do believe community is essential. We are herd animals. Human are
Yeah.
herd animals. We are not meant to, go live in the desert by ourselves alone. We are together. So the community is essential to me
Mm,
and I believe for humanity. However, we do need to be not attached to stuff, to things that are weigh us down. That the things that are
mm,
supposed to take care of us, we end up taking care of it and spending time to maintain it. So I understand the non-attachment aspect, but
yeah.
not the non-attachment to a community. And it's beautiful to have the courage and vulnerability and ask for help when it's needed. Because many take pride and I don't ask for help. Okay. But it would be also beautiful to be able to do that, knowing that you're worthy to receive.
Yeah.
You're worthy to someone land a hand and say, yes, I can do that without any expectation from place of love. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I used to really struggle with asking for help, and I think a lot of people do. But you're right. We need each other. And I love that that's what you represent as a healer. You've just got such beautiful energy, and I'm so honored to be sitting here with you. And so thank you so much for sharing everything you have. Where can people find out more about you and your retreats and more of what you do?
Hmm. I thank you. Social media is the best. We put most things on Instagram. We
Okay.
recently released a guided meditation and breath work that by donation, the donation is a circular economy. It will go to the charity. And the people who are called receive the breath work and meditation. That's also on Instagram. So you can
Mm.
search for Miss Saye on Instagram or any other social media platform. Message us and we get right back.
Beautiful. Is there a message you'd like to leave the audience with today?
Yes, I'd love to. I'd love to invite anyone who hear my voice, receives this transmission, to please drop into the heart more often throughout the day. Every time you start overthinking and every time you're making decision with the mind, with the brain, it's good. Don't punish yourself, but please come back to the heart and see if the heart is at peace with your choice as well. Thank you so much.
Mm. I feel that so deeply. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
And to our audience, thank you for being here today. We're going to have links in the show notes for you so you can have easy, quick access to all of the things that Miss Sai was talking about today. Don't forget about yourselves, you guys. Look after yourselves. Go on that retreat. Look it up. Do the breath work. Move into your heart space.
Mm,
Don't limit yourself. Be limitless. Until
mm.
next time, take care, everybody.